It's Thursday. Dude, I totally forgot it was Thursday earlier today, and I was like, "Ah, man, I got to schedule the live tomorrow." And Andy was like, "It's Thursday," and I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna apologize. Right before the live, like 10 seconds before the live, I was taking a sip of water and it went down the wrong tube, and I've been coughing since. But anyway, that's Andy.
Hi.
That's all I got to say about that.
Did Tavares actually blow up his McLaren?
Well, I didn't actually
What
watch
happened?
the video,
Did
but
he blow
I
the
saw there
engine
was
on it?
oil all over the ground, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's posted the follow up, but he did like a quick second at the very end of the video where the bottom tray's dented, where something came out of the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, those are metal, so yeah.
Yeah,
that sucks.
So,
Oh, well, I mean, wasn't that thing? Whatever. No, I don't know.
Yep.
No idea. Oh, the goodest of people. If you didn't know, Travis is also an old school friend from Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've known him for, let's see,
Oh, geez.
25 years?
Yeah.
25 years?
I've actually known both Andy and Travis longer than I've known my wife.
Scary.
Yeah, which is a long time.
I have some friends like that too. Yeah.
We're old. We're old people. There's only one person I've known longer than almost everyone, which is Dan Austin. I've known since I was in kindergarten. We've been friends since kindergarten.
It's crazy.
Yep. So I guess that's, good Lord, almost 40 years now. We're old. Anyway, so yeah, Andy's here in town, and Josh is back in town. You want to tell everyone what you've been doing, Josh? Because you've got more exciting stuff than we've got.
Not really. I mean, so one of our viewers emailed and said, "Hey, I really want to buy this 488, but I don't trust anybody but you guys to look at it." And said, "Well, you go look at it for me." We said, "Sure," but it's in Philadelphia. So I did a turn and burn. I left yesterday morning and got back tonight. I went to Philadelphia and looked at this car. It's a 488, and it's pretty awesome. And negotiated a deal with the seller.
Nice.
Yeah, and so we're buying the car, and we're going to bring it out to Texas, and we're going to do a bunch of cool stuff to it. We're going to do a full Klein Inconel exhaust on it. We're going to do a bunch of carbon fiber stuff. We're going to change the wheels. We're going to put like all sorts of stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I think we're going to start offering that because I kind of enjoyed going out on the quick trip.
Well, we've always
just to look at a car and met some guys that I talked to cars with. I got to drive a new McLaren Arturo.
Oh, cool.
That was cool, and got to sit in a 765 and a bunch of other cool stuff. So it was at a McLaren dealer. So anyways, yeah, it was pretty cool.
I wanted to point out, we've offered that as a service for forever. It's just people, I guess, we don't broadcast that we have that as a service. I guess we need to more often, right?
Yeah.
Because basically we have different variations. So like it's part of our consulting services, right? So like obviously most people have a car they already want, and then they just want to talk about it, and that's just like an hourly consultation. And then what this individual was doing is he paid us to negotiate for him. So he had not even contacted them about the dealer or about the car, which is preferable, right? Like if you start negotiating and then pay us to come in and negotiate on your behalf, it doesn't work very well, because then they might think, oh, there's more than one interested party or whatever. Mm-hmm. But what we're able to do now, since we're a dealership, is we were like, hey, give us a wholesale price. We're going to buy it dealer to dealer. And then so they did. They're like, okay, since you're a dealer, we'll give it to you at this, right? Because they know it's going to be a stupid easy transaction. And so then we just literally took that price and passed it along to the customer. Said, okay, here's your price. So he paid us.
Well, yeah. And so basically the price I negotiated covered his cost of the trip and all of that plus some. So he actually saved money by doing it. And I got to go look at the car and drive it and make sure it wasn't a steaming pile of crap, before we buy it sight unseen and get it here. And we're like, oh, crap.
Yeah. And that was the other part of the service is you can pay us to actually go look at a car. No, that is $2,000, just so you know, and plus travel expenses. So flights, hotel, travel, whatever. So, but I mean, as Josh just pointed out, in this case, his entire cost to us was made up for by the negotiation that we were able to do. Plus, he gets the peace of mind that we wouldn't, Josh took and drove it and looked at the car and whatever. So,
Yeah.
I was
I
actually
love doing that. I love going out and looking at a car and negotiating a deal with these guys. And a lot of people
say
don't like to do that, but that's what I love to do. So
you are a way better negotiator than me. So like when it comes to negotiation, I'm like, no, you want Josh
Yeah,
to
right.
negotiate for you? I'm not a good negotiator. That's not. No. Josh did a good job on that. Oh, you snuck in here.
Hey, dude.
What are you still doing awake?
There's a 50-50 chance it was Asher or the dog.
What are you doing in here?
I thought it was going to be Mo at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now Mo's in here too. Jeez. Now you're pushing buttons. Hey, get away from that.
Hey,
You hear that?
you understand?
What are you doing, little turkey?
Like a parent over here.
You right? You're being bad. Well, anyway. Yes, the live stream can't. He's just like walking around like, I'm going to push every button in the room.
Yeah.
So literally much more exciting than what we did today.
Yeah.
Which was
What did you
basically
guys do?
traffic all day.
Yeah, we basically were in traffic all day.
Yeah, well, welcome to
What did you do?
Texas.
It's Austin, yeah. So we got the project car, right? So we got
Yeah.
the Mustang, and there is definitely some issues with it. We'll just go with that. You'll see in the video. So I won't talk about what particular issue it was, but we need to find a particular part. And I was all like, oh, okay, like it's a Mustang, right? We should be able to find a part.
Yeah. How hard could it be?
Yeah. How hard is it to find a very basic OE part for this car? It's something that has to break reasonably frequently on these cars, right? We start
No.
Googling it. It does not exist anymore, anywhere, period. Zero.
Yeah.
Like I can't even fathom. It's like not even like NLA. It's like, no, it's just like, no.
No,
Huh.
Like literally I would call
not available.
I'd call a parts place and like as soon as they put it in their computer, they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Even the
I don't-
dealership.
I call the dealership. I call Ford, and he's like, oh yeah, we can't really get that.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
What kind of world are we like? It's a basic bitch part. This is not complicated part. So like Andy and I take the part apart to find like what is the root cause of the problem.
Yeah,
We found the problem, and it's a circuit board. The circuit board fried,
it's got a chip.
and it's got a chip. And so that's our assumption is because of all the chip crap, they just stopped making it.
No shit.
So, so then we're like, okay, maybe we can find
Let's find one off
off a truck
of
or
another
something.
Ford
Right,
product.
I mean, it's a
mean,
Ford.
we know
Yeah.
that Henry isn't.
Yeah.
He's stealing.
Are you
parts
not giving
from-
away what it is?
Yeah. I don't want to talk what it is.
Okay.
I'll just put it this way: the part is under $100.
It's a minor
shit.
part.
It's very
and
insignificant part.
it's nothing major. It's more of an inconvenience
Hmm.
than anything. But
Mm-hmm.
it's an item that to a normal car person would look at and say, "Oh, I'm not dealing with this crap."
Yeah.
But,
So,
Yeah.
Josh is putting in the chat.
Yeah,
But-
we need the inside knowledge here.
we go, like,
Ah.
Oh shit! Really?
Can you go to a junkyard and just steal some?
well, that's our
So,
next option.
so we put
Okay.
into like junkyards or whatever, and we found one. It's way South Austin. They have one available. So
Holy
I
shit!
called them like right before they closed today. I'm like, hey, do you have this thing? And he verified they have it. So I'm like, okay, we'll be down there first thing in the morning and we'll pick it up. So I'm gonna
But we look
Yeah.
online, like we're checking O'Reilly's in
Dude,
advance and AutoZone.
eBay.
And finally, we find an O'Reilly's that says, "Yeah, we got."
Oh yeah, that was the best part. So like,
we find a substitute. What do I call a substitute? A part for a different Ford product.
Yeah.
And we think, okay, we can make this work. We can take the two pieces, put the new one with the old one, make it work. Well, okay, we get to this O'Reilly's. At first, I'm shocked. This is in North Austin, and it's
oh dude, it was
it's
the
like,
O'Reilly's,
like
Lamar and Runberg.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the one
Yeah,
over
I've
by
been there.
Ultra
Chinatown?
Mechanico thing going on here. I mean,
Yeah, that one's gangster. That's gangster O'Reilly's over there.
I know it's bad when we pull into the O'Reilly's parking lot and there's like a Kia Sportage that's sitting on the emergency scissor jack, and it looks like it's been sitting there for a while.
Oh no.
In the parking lot, there was more cars being worked on in the parking lot than functioning cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought most of these places won't let you wrench in the parking lot, but apparently this place, nah, man,
Not
they
only
don't.
do they let you wrench, or they're not supposed to let you wrench, but there's dudes who literally, they're like a guy in an Astro van, and he's got both back doors open, and he's got the full Craftsman rollaway toolbox in back, and it says on the side of it, mobile auto repair.
Oh
And
shit.
got the floor jack out in the parking lot. I'm like,
Yeah, dude, it was.
wow.
But so here's the best part, right? I call every auto parts store to try and find it, and I call O'Reilly, and finally, they're like, "Oh, we have it," and I'm like, "Oh, you have this particular part,
This part number.
this particular part." And he's like, "Yes," and I'm like, "Okay, just to clarify, it's this particular part." And he's like, "Yes," and I asked him 4 times because I'm like, everyone else does not have it. This particular part. Oh yeah, we've got it. So we go there. And they go, I'm like, hey, I'm the one who called about this particular part. And like, oh yeah, okay. They bring out the part, and I open the box. I'm like, that is not the particular part that I was claiming that you guys said you'd have.
The
So
reason
I'm like,
I asked 4 times.
So I'm like, okay, this won't actually help us.
And the dude who was helping us, nice guy, but he was on his phone, texting the whole time.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was trying to help
He's
us.
like,
And I'm just like,
and he would just we'd be like, hey, so can you look up blah blah? And he'd be like, yeah, sure. Oh.
Yeah.
And he just start looking at his phone, and I'm like,
Ugh.
bro, I know she's probably waiting for you at home, but she'll still be waiting for you at home because you aren't
You're
that good of
still at work,
looking.
dude.
Anyway, it was so weird because the whole experience was just supremely frustrating. So anyway, yeah, so we looked up the part for the F-150. We got that part. Not quite. It didn't quite work. It's the exact same thing we needed, but just barely too big. And we're like, son of a bitch.
Literally an eighth of an inch difference in size. If there wasn't it's a printed circuit, and if there wasn't an actual circuit running next to that eighth inch,
You could just
I
shave
would
it.
not beyond taking the X-Acto knife and grinding, shaving it down to make it fit.
Yeah, so you have a Dremel.
Yeah, oh yeah. I would have.
Yeah.
Yep. That's too bad.
But anyways,
Yeah. So we're trying to come up with a name for the Project GT500, and he came up with this name, and I like it. So first of all, you'll have to see the car looks great in pictures and in video, right? It looks
from 20 feet away.
yeah,
Yeah.
it looks amazing. You're like, that's a great car, and then you get up close, you're like, oh.
Oh, the boomer guy, when he picked me up from the airport, and
Yeah.
was drooling all over it.
Oh yeah. He was like, oh my god, GT500. Oh. It was funny. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You're excited about this thing. So so anyway, after inspecting the car and looking over things more closely, we both have come to the same conclusion. We think it was a repo.
Pretty
Ah.
obvious.
And I don't want to tell you exactly all the reasons why, because we'll discuss it in the videos coming up over the next few days. But let's just say there's some weird things about this car that really aren't they're
There's
just weird. They're suspicious,
There's
right?
nothing like somebody went out and did something malicious to it.
Yeah.
It just looks like,
But it's like strange neglect.
yeah,
Hmm.
strange neglect, something
Maybe
literally
maybe they had it heavily modified and then tore it all, put it back to stock before it was
Essentially,
repoed.
that's part. Well, maybe
more like it disappeared in the middle of the night because somebody
Ooh.
didn't pay the bill.
that's what
Oh.
it looks. It looks to me like, yeah, someone bought it, got in over their head, couldn't pay the bills. It got repoed, and then it sat in a repo yard
Yeah.
outside for
Mm,
a year.
gotcha.
You know,
Literally, that's what it
like
looks like.
that's what it looks like, because
Yeah.
there's a ton of sun damage on the
Yeah.
exterior, just tons of it. And I'm like, this is only a 2011. This car had to have been sitting outside for a substantial amount of time in a very, very hot climate.
Yeah, it must have been South Florida or something.
Yeah.
Or something.
Hot and wet.
Yeah. Because it's got rust on.
There's
certain
weird,
things
there's rust
that-
in weird
yeah.
spots that you're like, oh, and like I legit was like, maybe it's a flood car because I think it was in Florida. So I start pulling up carpet and stuff, and you're like, no, not a flood car. All right, I'm not sure what's going on.
Is it rust on the bolts and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
probably
even,
up
like-
north somewhere, or near the
No.
beach.
No, because
No.
there's rust on the interior.
Yeah, but not on
stuff.
the exterior. The underside of the car is super clean.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh no, the engine is suspiciously clean. Like the engine is the cleanest part of the entire car.
It's dusty, but it's
It's-
not like grimy.
No, it's like
greasy type stuff.
even like the machine surfaces of the engine, like the heads, look brand new.
Yeah.
And the valve covers are perfectly blue, like almost no dust on them. You're like, it's a real head. Trust me, you
Yeah,
got it. When you see
yeah,
this thing,
you'll
Josh,
see it.
you're gonna be like, this is very weird. So it's a very unusual. Anyway, you'll have to watch the video over. So we first see the car on Saturday's video.
Cocaine sting.
Cocaine Sting. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, dude, that might be better than yours.
Miami Vice.
Yeah. So he
Mine
thought
was the Repo Racer.
the
Ooh.
Repo
The
Racer.
Repo Racer, I like that.
Did you
Yeah,
want Repo Racer or Cocaine Sting? That's tough.
that is
That's
tough.
Oof. That's a really good one. I'm so glad. Thank you for pointing that out. That's brilliant.
Repo Racer has a better, sounds better.
And it's
Right.
more of the goals for the car too.
Yeah.
I want it to be a drag car.
Yeah.
But
I tell you, he let me drive it today. And okay, there's a legit reason why there's like, if you look on YouTube, there's like videos or I'm trying to think of what did they call it?
compilations.
Compilation videos of guys smashing into crowds of people at the
Yes.
car show.
Yeah.
Those things will come around on you in a heartbeat.
Oh no!
That thing is
Look, I've
Pretty
driven
nuts.
a lot of cars and someone with a lot of horsepower, more than this.
Yeah.
And this car is the squirreliest car I've ever driven
yeah.
by
Is it
far.
because it's got shitty tires on it, or is that just
Well,
how
That's
it is?
part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah.
I actually I discussed with him, and I want to put this in a video. I have a theory on why the GT500 is so particularly squirrely. Oh, name the project car from 599 to GT500 5 years ago. Yeah. Repo Racer. That's funny. That would be funny,
That
man.
that license plate's available. You gotta order it now.
Ooh, that would be good. That would be funny. See, here's my theory on why the car is squirrely as hell. So, all right, and I think it's gonna be. I haven't tried it yet because I don't have the balls yet. I think it's gonna be less squirrely
Find a big empty parking
with
lot.
the big old empty area. I think it's gonna be less squirrely with the traction control off than on. And this is why. So you put it in first gear and you start rolling on the gas, the boost starts building up, and immediately it blows off the tires, right? Like, but you're only going like, let's say 20 miles an hour, and it's spinning the tires at like 35, 40 miles an hour, right? So traction control starts to kick in, it starts killing the power. So then you shift because you think, oh, we're done with first gear. You shift to second gear. Again, you're only going like 20, 25 miles an hour. You hit the throttle or you're still on the throttle or whatever. It immediately blows off the tires again. But now the tires are spinning like 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, right? The traction control can't keep up with that. It's impossible. And it goes, ah! But there's such a huge differential in speed, the car just goes, whoop. It just starts sliding. So it's always
literally-
second gear. First gear is totally controllable. Second gear, you go into second gear and it just wants to get around you.
Oh yeah, it just comes.
Well, that's when it always tries to kill people on sidewalks on videos.
Right.
Is when
Yeah,
they shift.
exactly. It's
So
second gear.
Yeah.
Because third gear, I rolled on, I spun the tires, no problem. But I was probably already going like 50, 60 miles an hour when I spun the
differential in
tires.
speed between the wheel speed
Right.
and the road speed is less at a
Yeah.
higher
Yeah.
speed. Yeah.
But
Well,
second
Second
gear,
is just,
I
That-
think it,
yeah, that's an interesting point. Like my dad bought one of those new in 2012. And that was the first car doing donuts in that not only were you having fun going sideways, you were being pushed back into the seat. So that was the first time I ever experienced that like feeling,
We're like,
and
whoa.
I wonder like well, just what you're saying, like that totally makes sense because I bet you traction control was on, and once you hit second gear doing donuts is when it was pushing you back into the seat.
Yeah. I'll put it this way, and I mean, when I drove that thing, it got to where I was rear end over the line, and I'm still like trying to I'm trying
He's
to
still
reel over,
counter steering.
still fighting it, and then he drives it, and the same thing happens to him. He's
Oh, I love
over
it.
the lane.
I mean, I've got a 9-second turbo car,
Yeah,
and it's way more controllable than this thing. But it's also a turbo car. It builds boost linear, more progressively than this thing. You stand, it's like a light switch. I mean,
Yeah.
it builds 15 pounds of boost like that.
oh yeah,
This is the first time I've ever driven a car with a positive displacement blower, and
it's nasty. It's gnarly.
It is, yeah.
What does that mean? Positive displacement.
like a root style blower, twin screw blower, like not a centrifugal, like the ones that sit.
Okay. Yeah.
Or it's got the impellers that literally
Yeah,
push
yeah,
it
yeah.
in
Yeah.
versus spinning it in.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty gnarly. I mean,
It is, dude. But let me tell you, we
It's-
drove it around a lot. It's so fun.
oh yeah. If you had just money, like tons of money for tires, you could just do
Oh, my
burnouts
God.
for days with that thing.
Yep.
Well,
Need a tire
so
sponsor, Dan.
Obviously,
Yeah.
tires and wheels are immediately concerned, and I've actually got like 15 tabs open trying to find a good set of wheels and tires for this thing because it's dangerously
What's
scary.
wrong with the wheels that are on it? I thought they looked all right.
They're not big. They're not big enough.
It's got
Mhm.
tires on it, and
Dude, they're only-
all-
They're not wide enough. You mean?
It's only running 285s.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you could get a 305 on that.
I think that's a pretty standard size on the back of those.
It's a pretty small tire wheel on it. I think it needs a 10-inch wheel. Bad. It needs a 10-inch wheel and it needs a drag radial.
Yeah, something.
Bad.
It needs a sticky tire.
Yeah, a very
Yeah.
sticky, not really legal street tire. One of those with
Those are the best. Yeah.
yeah, like ET Streets, something like that.
I
You
told
know.
him buy a set of Nittos because my buddy has those on his like 7-second car on his
Mhm.
18 street tires that he drives around, and that if you get caught in the rain on those, you're okay.
Yeah.
There's enough traction. But
Yeah.
he also, just for fun, he's been like 9.0 on those tires.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. So that's so yeah, we spent the entire damn day chasing down the stupid part
Yeah.
that again, you're just gonna be like, what the hell? Oh, $27.90 BRL. What is BRL?
Yeah, I don't know.
What
What kind of money is that? A Brazilian something?
maybe?
What kind of
Brazilian
money do you
lira?
need? Lira.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's a
Lira?
lira.
Oh.
Ah, could be it. What's your opinion on changing the standard F430 front bumper to the Scuderia one? Acceptable or too much? Nah, I've seen it done on lots of cars. I think it's fine. If you like it, do it.
It's your
Um,
car.
yeah, I would say it might make the car harder to sell in the future, but I mean, I think they look great. The Scud bumper is really attractive, in my opinion. It really makes the front of the 430 look better. So
If you
I
can
would
do
do
the
it.
back bumper too, you could
Yeah.
also do that.
yeah, we've had some clients convert the rear to the Scud rear bumper with the exhaust coming out and everything.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Look at this name. That looks like Portuguese.
Oh yeah, probably is.
Yeah.
Looks
It
like he's
is
doing a little.
Brazilian. It is Brazilian.
He's doing a
money.
little doctor pose. He's wearing a little
Mm-hmm.
hat and scrubs on. All right. Well, there you go. Oh, there's our opinion. Yeah, I mean, yeah, do it.
Yeah, do
Go
it.
for it. Yeah. Have I seen the 458 that's up for sale? Pretty crazy spec. Nope, I haven't. I don't watch Goon Squad.
I've never
um,
even heard of him.
They do a lot of like salvage cars,
Oh.
rebuilding salvage cars.
Mm.
So, whatever. Oh, okay. Yes, that's right. We can't go by without Hugh asking at least 7 times for this. So we'll talk about it. Car updates. 570 is sold. We have
Woohoo! Congrats.
we have half the money for it, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the other. I'm figuring out because we're taking Bitcoin for the other half.
Nice.
So I'm working on that.
Yeah. So that car is sold.
Really?
Yeah, he wanted to pay in
That
Bitcoin.
would be a bigger McLaren stereotype.
I know, right?
I
Yeah.
love it. Though. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
fucking nailed it right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, man. Hey, good on him, man. He has a bunch
Yeah.
of Bitcoin. Good on him. So that's sold. The Lambo we still have. Some people are making like. Here's the thing I hate so much about listing cars for sale is you list a car for sale at okay, so I list it for 235, right? And everyone says, I want it for, they all lowball you. I want it for 225. And we're like, no. So then we're like, you know what? Let's lower the price to 230, 229. And everyone says, I want it for 220. So whatever price you're putting, they're asking for 10K less than what you're asking. It's like, grr!
But Dan, I only have 10 British pounds to afford food for the next week. What
Oh,
do
I
you
know.
do for a living?
Yes. Yes.
How much did this cost?
And we
Yeah.
do have a 458 that I just got like 2 hours ago that's in my garage.
Yep. Yep. So we've got a brand new, well, not new, but new to us, 458, 31-ish thousand miles.
31K. It's a red tan with carbon buckets. It's a pretty nice car. It's got a PPF on it. It's in real good shape. It's got nice BBS black wheels on it. I mean, it's a nice car.
That sounds cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Hilariously, we bought it from the twin brother of a guy that we bought one of our F430s from.
That's
So
funny.
it's kind of funny. We bought
Yeah.
their cars.
You need to jack prices.
Well, they were easy to deal with. Like they were reasonable on what they wanted, and they didn't jack us around. It's like, here's the car, here's what I need, and it was an easy deal. So
Yeah, exactly. No, they wanted to get rid of the car. They knew that we were cash up front, like no big deal. So they gave us, we agreed on prices that were, they were still doing all right. They got probably more than they would take and get taking it to a Ferrari dealership. But at the same time, like we have some room to make money on it. And they understood that. And like, poof, off goes a wire. Easy peasy. So does Andy drive anything exciting?
If you consider a 79 Ford Fairmont that runs mid nines on low boost, yeah,
I've seen videos of that car. That's exciting.
I think it is.
Right now, it's under the knife right now. It should go mid eights.
Really?
Year. Yeah. It's a
Damn.
total. I'm a drag race guy. I've always been. I've never owned anything exotic. I get to live vicariously through him. And I tell you what, hanging out with him, I have a newfound respect for exotic cars. I mean, I can see what the hype's about. It's, yeah, I do. Like I'm doing that's like I've got the 6 summer event. That's their Sick Week, which is going on in Florida right now. Is one of those like a hot rod drag week type event. I'm doing their summer event in June, which I'm hoping to average 8-second quarter mile through 5 days.
Oh.
Damn.
So
What's the power plant in the Fairmont?
it's a 363-inch dart block, small block Ford with a single 80 millimeter turbo on it. It's a 100% street car. It's got air conditioning in it. I run it on E85. It's got overdrive transmission. My wife drives it. It's, it's totally nondescript, especially when
It still has the plaid.
Yeah, it's got plaid chairs. I put Kirky aluminum seats in the front, but I actually just dropped those off before I came to Austin. I dropped those at the upholstery shop. I'm having the seats recovered in the original plaid
Nice.
upholstery, so they don't scream out. They have like that porno red interior, which is just yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, here we go. Andy, most of us are living our dreams watching Dan. Well,
Yeah, that's true. I'm just lucky I know him.
we get a little jaded by all these cars and stuff too because
sometimes you do.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yes.
his Fairmont's
weird.
definitely
It's weird.
super.
It's hard to explain. It's just weird.
Yeah. That yours is
Maybe
definitely
I need you to have you guys come out to my house and look at my Mercedes because it's got that It's
Oh
got
yeah, it's got a port in it.
Cobra. It's got
Oh
the
shit!
30
Yeah.
yeah.
Someone
Okay.
dropped the 302 in his Mercedes.
What kind of Mercedes?
It's actually a long story, but it's my first car that I found and got back, and they had put a 302 carbureted 302 in it with a 5-speed.
Interesting.
So Mercedes 190e.
Oh, okay. My dad has one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
That's funny.
interesting. I can't get it to quite run right.
I'd say it starts right.
It starts and
Yeah.
runs, but it's just a little wonky. And I don't really know much about those. I'm planning on learning, but I just haven't had much time to mess with
I
it.
don't do carburetors.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody does.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a lost art. I mean, you look at kids
Yeah.
today. Oh, these kids today. But like literally nobody, if you're born after I'd say 1980, you didn't grow up with carbureted vehicles.
Not a whole
And so,
lot.
like I'm more comfortable trying to diagnose a problem having a digital volt ohm meter than I am using my ear and a screwdriver fiddling with a carburetor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if I can open up a laptop and plug it into the Holley EFI on my car
Mhm.
and look at the data log and try to diagnose problems that way,
Yeah.
and that's much more intuitive to me than fiddling with
Yeah.
carburetors and timing lights and stuff.
No, I don't like carbs anymore.
Yeah.
Like they're just a pain in the ass.
That's
I
why
mean-
when I see like Josh Hill messing around with that old Lamborghini with like 6 carburetors on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
God.
that's why he's a wizard, like
Yeah.
a mad scientist, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, and
Okay.
patience for days because holy
Oh.
The
shit.
one thing about that car is it sounds awesome.
Oh,
it sounds ridiculous when it's idling.
yeah. So yeah, there's I told Josh about this, but I'm not gonna tell you two about it. You're gonna have to watch the video.
Mm.
But there was a very awesome surprise related to the GT 500.
Oh yeah.
So here's the weird thing, right? It was and I again, this leads to suggest that maybe it was a repo car or something like that. But it was a Mannheim auction. It was sold as is. So you can't take it back. There's no, I don't, you didn't disclose this or whatever. Nope. And the ad for it was extremely vague, right? Very vague, and they only had like 5 pictures of the thing, all the exterior, and then 1 or 2 interior pictures.
Mhm.
That's it. And so I knew right off the bat, like seeing the pictures of it, you're like, there's definitely some stuff, like stuff's not right on the car. All right, I'm taking a risk with this thing, so got it really cheap, like good deal on it.
As far as those cars go,
As
yeah.
far for that car, like cheap, yeah, cheap, right? Because it's still like a lot of money,
It wasn't a $1,500 credit.
right, yeah, like there was 2 decimal points in front of the comma, and the
Yeah.
first number was not a 1 or a 2, so it wasn't cheap. But we get it here, we look at it, and all of a sudden you start seeing some things, and you're like, interesting. Okay, people did stuff to this stuff. Let's just say it's not stock. I'll just leave it at that.
It's got some bolt-ons done to it, but they're not minor bolt-ons.
No,
Hmm.
nor cheap.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you'll just have to see. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I
No.
just want to do some donuts in it. That's
Oh,
all.
Yep.
dude.
Dude.
You actually you
Yeah.
probably won't even try to do a donut. You will do a donut accidentally.
Yep.
I don't want to get angry. I'm enjoying being happy. But yeah, it's so I'll put it this way. I preemptively buying this thing thought I was gonna need certain stuff, and I spent a bunch of money on a bunch of bolt-on parts, and now a bunch of the bolt-on parts I'm gonna have to return. Hopefully they take them back. Otherwise, I'm gonna be throwing them on like eBay or something like that. Because I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think when he said Whipple, someone thought he meant Whip It.
Oh.
He says he needs red wine. That's funny. Yes. So, are you now going to run a drag and drive with it? I mean, I'm definitely taking it to the drag strip.
Yeah.
But he wants to know, like, are you going to do like a drag and drive, like the stuff I do?
Yeah, I
It
would.
would be fun.
It's not going to do that great. It's not impressive.
But finishing is winning one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the attrition rate.
We need to take a Ferrari or something down there too. Then
I've said
That would be
that.
fun.
Last year
just for the hell of it.
the guy from 1320 Video had an Audi R8
Yeah.
with a turbo on it that ran like high eights.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah,
God damn.
pretty serious.
yeah. He ran that, and he did. I mean, he didn't. I don't think he was. I think he was just out there to have fun. But I saw that in the staging lanes. I was like, okay. I saw it run. I'm like, okay, that's impressive. And that's when I thought, I was like, dude, you need to bring. My first thought was convert once the 599 was converted, put some sticky tires on it and see what that would do. Because I bet you that thing would be a competitive car. In like
I bet that car would be lucky to get down in the 11s. I bet it's a 12-second.
Oh, yeah.
car.
Yeah.
I bet it go 11s.
It can do 11s with sticky tires.
I drove
Maybe.
it with the F1 trans, and I think it would go
It'd be in the 11s.
11s.
I think it'd be in the 11s,
It
maybe.
was well driven. But the problem is, like, there's enough people with domestic, what you'd consider readily available parts that are having problems finding parts. What if you break your Ferrari on one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Then you're done.
call AAA.
Yeah.
You're done. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's not. I don't know. Well, whatever. Anyway, we need to drag race that thing for sure.
I love an old CRX with a massive turbo on it that goes and smokes like Mustangs and stuff.
There was a guy there. I literally watched him last year at Sick Week. It was a CRX with a K20 swap with a big turbo on it, and he literally split the block in half. Like the block was split in half. The top of the block was bolted to the bottom, the remains of the block.
Which car is yours? Because
Our NA cards are an average of 850 at Sick Week right now.
Damn.
I've been watching some of the YouTube videos about Sick Week because those are some seriously crazy cars.
Big block NA car.
Yeah, it's got to be big block if it's
Yeah.
running 850s naturally
Yeah.
aspirated.
The purple Pro Street Nova, he said.
Purple Pro Street Nova.
Oh, okay. That's big block modified, probably. Yeah.
You got probably some big tires on that thing
Yeah.
too.
The Pro Street.
1100 horsepower, 632.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, that's naturally aspirated, but it's like, Jesus.
That's like maximum displacement before you start going into like totally aftermarket big block Chevy stuff. That's tall deck, maximum bore and stroke is a
That thing's
632.
crazy.
Anything bigger than that is like billet block, like 800-inch motors.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah.
The
The Swedes, you said.
Swedes were doing really good.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the show Street Outlaws?
Never seen it.
Fake, staged, dumb. The little bit I've watched of it,
I've never seen it.
It's just like the Fast and the Furious movies.
Ah.
If you don't know anything about cars, you watch those movies and you enjoy them for the entertainment value. If you know anything about cars, especially racing, you just sit there like, oh god, really, really? It's just facepalm. It's just
You can praise Lotus. I just would disagree with you. Actually, it's not even that I disagree with you. It's just they don't really excite me. They're just certain cars. Like certain cars really get me excited, and other cars don't. Just like all of you, I'm sure all of you have certain cars that you're like, ooh, and other cars you're like, whatever. And I've never really looked at a Lotus and been like, oh yeah, I want a Lotus.
yeah.
It just doesn't. It's it's just like, I don't know. There's a lot of popular cars that people look at and they love them. I mean, like
Corvettes.
most of the Corvettes, the C8, I'm interested in. I actually think those are very cool. I'm starting to appreciate Corvettes more and more, but I still I'm just not a huge Corvette fan.
For the value, for the money you spend,
Yeah.
for the performance you get, they're hard to argue with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, it's still a mediocre build quality GM product.
Yeah.
I mean, I drove the C7 he had. I used to tool that around when I'd come down to visit, and it was a nice car. It was easy to live with every day, but at the end of the day, you're just like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. When one of the design requirements is that it has to be able to fit 2 golf bags,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're like, how devoted to being a driver's car are you really?
Yeah.
You know?
I would totally rock a De Tomaso Pantera, but
Oh yeah,
I think those are cool as shit.
Ford Cleveland power,
Yeah. Those are bad as hell.
badass.
Yep.
I love those things.
There's that one in town that he's trying to restore it. So
Oh, you know, the one that's a GTS or whatever.
yeah, the
Yeah.
gray and silver and black one.
Oh no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Then there's
okay.
a red one.
Oh
There's a couple in town. A couple of those things running around in town. But
yeah, they're cool. I'd have one.
Yes, this guy is Don. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your last name. He said he agreed with me about the military movies too. Again, if
yeah.
you don't know the specifics, if you've never been there, done that, you're like, oh, that's cool. You know anything about it? It's just painful to watch because it's so inaccurate and just like, oh.
Oh yeah, Jocko's got his detuned Formula Atlanta
Oh,
Super
yeah.
7. You need to, God, I don't know. Jocko, can I come visit you in the summer? I want to come up to Michigan and see your collection of shit.
We're in Michigan,
Way up north.
like way
Yeah,
up north,
yeah.
like Upper Peninsula.
No,
north,
not
or
that far. Not
like-
the up.
Like Petoskey.
Yeah, it's
so-
up.
Okay.
It's up there.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
but
not
I
a
wanna-
Uber, but
Yeah, he's not a Uber, but he's getting close.
They wouldn't know what to do with an exotic car in the UP.
Right.
no, they wouldn't.
I
Yeah.
drive my 81 diesel Cutlass to the UP, and people Google it or just drool all over it.
What's the most pleasure car exhaust sound that you've heard? For me, it's 430, 458 titanium X pipe or 812 titanium X pipe. I'm gonna go with the best sounding car. I think is the 355 with the Capristo. That is the shit. But the 458, actually, 458 with the Klein Inconel,
Yeah, that's hard
Is-
to beat.
it's
Is that what you had in yours?
no, that's what
No.
Richard has in his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And it's just unreal.
What's that titanium thing that Loper has on his?
That's the IPE. It's IP is very close,
Okay.
Yeah.
very close. But I like the Klein just a little bit more. I'm very, very curious to hear a full Klein Inconel on F12 or 812. I think that would be pretty
yeah.
epic.
Jeff's here. Come on, Jeff.
Is
Dan
he
will
on
hook you
there?
up. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, Jeff, I'll sell you. Come on, it's only like $15,000. Come on,
Only?
you can only buy like a Corolla with
Oh,
that.
Jocko says he's 5 miles from Petoskey. It's a nice area.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's up there. Yeah. Best sounding is DD's Aventador for 1 minute before you go deaf.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Lamborghinis, like, they're good. They're good.
Yeah, they're good. They're one trick pony though. Once they rev up and do the rev limiter a couple times, and it's like, okay, stop. I've heard it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my opinion.
The weird thing is they all kind of have the same sound, you know? And I don't know. The thing I hate about, okay, I'm stereotyping, right? But the thing I hate about the Lamborghini guys is that when they do the rev thing, they just sit there and go, and it's just like, dude,
It's like crotch rocket guys.
just please stop banging it off the rev limiter. Like, I understand that you think it sounds great, but like you're tempting fate constantly that you trust the electronics to prevent the engine from self-destructing. Like, don't bang the rev limiter.
hmm
Just to be danced with, not to be slammed against.
Right. It's supposed to be there for oops, not hey, I'm on the pedal.
Yeah.
Like, oh God.
Oh, I'll be honest. I'm ignorant when it comes to anything Lambo. I just don't know. I mean, I was ignorant about anything Ferrari until I came here and he had the 458 and the 430 at the same time, and
That's right. You got to drive both,
I had
right?
to drive both.
Yeah, yeah.
I was impressed. Even the 430.
430s are great.
The thing I describe to people, like, and I get a lot of pushback from like the muscle car community about this stuff is that those cars they say, oh well, my car's faster. Your car is faster for a quarter mile in a straight line. That's it. I said, but to drive one of those cars, like driving the 458, that car is fast in every dimension. It's like the thing was the eye openers when we were driving the 430 and we were going down 360 or something. I got it up like 85, 90 or something in Mexico, of course. And you said slam the brakes.
Yeah.
Just slam
get
on the brakes as hard as you can, and like literally feel your eyeballs about to pop out of your head.
Yep.
It's what I describe it to people is it's like driving an adult go-kart.
Mm-hmm.
It's you can throw it around if you want to take that line, just turn the wheel and it just does it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so it's fast.
It's really easy to make a car do one thing.
A single purpose car.
Right? Like I can make a drag car that kicks ass at drag racing. I can make a road racing car that kicks ass at road racing.
You get a Miata and cut it out.
But to make a car that can do both of those, plus have air conditioning, plus be comfortable, plus take people on dates, plus have it be totally quiet and pleasure and whatever, all these things
doesn't kill you to drive it.
Right. Yeah, that's extraordinarily difficult, and that's why these things cost a lot. It's like I used to joke about how when I had a Subaru STI, it's a fast, fun car. And when those came out, everyone was like, "Oh, the STI is faster than a Porsche 911." It's like, cool, but have you driven one of those? They ride like shit, absolute shit. And you get out of it, and you're like, "Damn, my back hurts. I am sore. This sucked." Like that's why 20-somethings were buying them, and they're like, "This is the best car ever," because they could take it. Me as like a 40-something, I'm like, "Fuck you! I'm not riding an STI. Like that's a horrible idea. I'm gonna get out of that thing and have 2 days where I can't lay down correctly."
Yep.
And you live in Texas where the roads are decent.
Yeah,
Or
it's just
Michigan.
those things ride like absolute ass.
Yeah.
They're fast, but it rides like shit.
Yeah.
So, the interesting thing about the purple Huracan we have, is that it is a heritage Diablo color.
Yeah, it's the same.
So that is the launch color for the Diablo. It's the Viola 30, which is awesome. Yeah, the seats in Subarus are less than impressive. They are meant for 20-somethings.
I think I rode in that car, that first STI you had. I think I rode in that car one time.
It's rough.
And it was only for like a couple miles. And and you never got on it. We had to run. It was right when you first moved down here. And yeah.
No, the new price for Huracan is not $220, it's $229. But we could talk if you're interested. Oh shoot, there was something I was to say related to that and it went away. Damn it.
What, the STI or
maybe poop. Well, whatever. Obviously, it was really important that I talk about this.
Clearly,
whatever thing it was.
Like this kettlebell guy. Have you seen your old 430 lately?
Oh yeah.
No. But I believe Frankie still has it.
He lives over by Houston, doesn't he?
Yeah, over in the Houston area. And I still every once in a while get texts from the guy who bought my 458.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. No, actually, what's really kind of cool is there's a few of our clients that bought cars from us that I'm Facebook friends with or whatever on, and it's really cool. Like when I get to see them posting stuff of them doing stuff in their car.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like enjoying it and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. I sold you that. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It always makes me like if I'm scrolling through my feed on Facebook and I see someone post that, I was like, smile. That's all you get. No, asking for an LP640, a good LP640 is impossible. We have literally 5. Oh yeah, want to grab the bottle?
Yeah, I'm good.
Get a decent beer, Andy, not that 8 shit.
There's a whole you can get whatever.
How bad could it be? You got a whole pallet of it.
He got it for free. Drink the stuff Dan paid for.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Have I ever seen a car we've sold in the wild? Like unintentionally, no, but at like a car event, yes. But like just driving down the street, no, I haven't. That would be pretty tricky because I'm pretty lame. I don't go out a whole lot anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, we're matchmakers making happy relationships between cars and owners. It's kind of true.
Hey,
Did you find something?
Cal-
Oh, hey.
Kalamazoo in the house.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Come all the way down here just to drink beer from up there.
Yeah. The beer with the funny thing is, anybody that goes and visits Kalamazoo, the first question they usually ask is, "Where's Bell's Brewery?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah.
But if you're a local, you're just like, man, I'm not going to Bell's.
Well, that's how it always is.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
if people want like to do whatever local thing in Austin. Oh, we should go see the sunset at the Oasis. And you're like,
Let's go party on 6th Street.
oh yeah, no that. Oh, let's go to 6th Street. You're like, no.
Well, I'm about 20 years too old. for
Yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
definitely not going to 6th Street. What about Rainy Street? I heard that's the new thing. No,
We did that.
not doing that. No.
That was like the wildest thing too. Like walking out there, like literally, they bought a bunch of old houses
Mhm.
and made them into bars.
Mhm.
It's like this is like college, like frat area on steroids. It's like
Yeah.
if you had like a frat village where a bunch of like professional bar owners came in and took it over, that's what it would look like.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yes, the fight videos I've seen in 6th Street look like a war zone. I'm not really interested in going down.
Yeah.
down-
It's
You
been
like-
almost a year and I haven't been down there yet. So.
like the
Or
fight
during
people-
at night, I should say.
Yeah, at night. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's not too bad during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, I worked downtown for a couple years, so like downtown's done for me, right? I'm like, I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to do downtown, done it. Cool. All right, move on.
Last time I was down here, my wife came down. It was the first time she'd ever been to Austin, and we went and did like the state capitol and stuff. But that's an impressive building.
It is. No, it's cool.
It's pretty cool to see. And then there's the like all the cheesy monuments around it and stuff. And you're just like, okay.
Oh yes. Another thing. First time oops, where'd it go? It moved. Sorry. Every time someone's visiting Texas for the first time, you gotta take them to barbecue. But I don't take them to the best. I always take them to Rudy's.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Like,
I had to put
no,
the kids to bed.
Oh, no worries. I feel like you have to take them to Rudy's because you're like, oh, I want some good barbecue. And you're like, all right, we'll go to the gas station.
Yep.
And everyone's like, what?
That's
You're like,
the joke I say. It's like you can get better barbecue is such a big deal down here. You can get better barbecue at a gas station in Texas than you can at a barbecue restaurant in Michigan.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you gotta go.
Are you guys gonna go somewhere tomorrow?
I don't know. We should.
Barbecue?
He was saying he needs to get some barbecue while he's down.
Definitely.
We should go to Jay Black's.
Yeah. Did we talking one on downtown?
Yeah.
J Blacks or
Isn't that the one
Terry
that's got-
Blacks?
Cherry Black, sorry.
Okay.
It's not the one that has like the 2-hour wait.
No.
Man,
That's
Franklin.
Oh,
Franklin.
Mickelwait's is supposed to be pretty good too. They're just down the street from Franklin.
Or Rudy's is fine also.
See, I love
nothing wrong with
Rudy's.
Rudy's.
None
Yeah.
of the different one. And besides, how could it be bad? We get a loaf of white bread with it.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
We could do that. Smoky Moe's, they're okay.
My wife said she's watching.
Oh shit! Don't fuck up, Andy.
Casey's really offended about Rudy's.
Oh well, Casey.
Oh, Casey's a barbecue snob.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down here, you can afford to be because
You
there's
can,
barbecue.
but it's a pain in the ass. The problem is none of the good barbecues are convenient. They're all a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Rudy's
That's-
is convenient and really good. It's not.
Yeah.
not
There's no
bad.
line. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can get gas while you're there.
And you can get gas.
Yeah.
There's
Hugh, I
part of
did-
the reason I have a
no,
$4,000
I'm
pit
sorry.
coming.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but Style Switch sucks.
Oh yeah. No.
I did not like it. I did not.
I heard
go.
Interstellar is good too. I haven't been there yet.
I haven't been to Valentina's. I've been to a lot of barbecue. It was okay. Black's was good. I'm not gonna lie. it's up there. But like Style Switch, everyone's like, oh, Style Switch, Style Switch.
Rudy's is.
It's okay. It's okay.
Come on, don't be using-
Snows. Have you been to Snows?
I need to make it out there. They're way
No.
out there. They're supposed to be
Actually,
awesome.
you know what we should do?
It's really
I've
good.
got it.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh, I've got it. Are you busy tomorrow, Josh? Actually, you're working tomorrow, Tyler, too, aren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Am I
We
busy? If it involves barbecue, I'm not busy.
Yeah, it depends what time it is. I could take a long lunch.
So okay. So here's my thinking. We got to verify they're open, but so we got to pick up the used part that we were discussing for the GT500. It's down by the airport.
Oh, is
That's,
it a pick apart or wrench apart?
Yeah, it's like one of those like
Yep.
salvage yards or whatever.
Yeah.
We're already 3/4 of the way to Lockhart.
Yeah. We could go
Ooh.
We
there.
should go to Lockhart Barbecue downtown. What's the one with that crazy open fire pit?
I think I drove past that.
It's one of the originals. It's not Black's.
Oh, I know. I can't think of the name, but I know I've seen it on some
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
show or something.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
it's not the best barbecue at all. It's not.
But it's
But
an
it's
experience.
the experience is
Yeah.
cool as shit. And you're like, oh man.
Smitty's. That's what it's called.
Smitty's.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Smitty's.
I haven't been there in a long time, but it is good.
Is that the right one? I think that's it. Wait.
Smitty's Market. Yeah, that's it right there.
Wait. Is that it?
Yeah, it's
That's-
a market. Yeah, that's it.
No, you have to go off the main road. Black's.
Blacks.
That's it.
I mean, yeah, Black's is downtown.
The Black's Lockhart. I think that's it.
Okay.
There's a couple of them down there.
I know. I'm trying to find.
Oh, hey, it's got longhorns and dead deer on the wall.
It
What
looks
what
like
could be
it.
better?
Salt
Yeah,
Lake
right?
is okay, but it's kind of like
I
a
love
generic,
Salt Lake.
sort of
Yeah.
like Rudy's. The Salt Lake is a cool place to go if you go to the one in the hill country for like a day trip. It's because it's BYOB out there, and you just go and you bring a cooler of beer and hang out for the day.
No, maybe it is Smitty's.
Barbecue.
My wife and I stopped when we were down here last time. We were driving through the hill country. We were out in I think Blanco, and we went to some barbecue
yeah.
place there. That was pretty good.
It's Smitty's. That is it. Yep, there it is. There's that crazy ass
Look at
fire
that.
pit.
Yeah.
So you go in and you order, and they're like, that room is so hot in the summer because it's
That's
like
cool.
the fire is just like open. Right? It's in the walls in that place are disgusting.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
So disgusting. Yeah. We should do
So,
that.
okay, so going there would be like going to Geno's East in Chicago, where
Yeah.
you have to like graffiti the walls because
Yeah, it's almost
You're there,
yeah, it's a
yeah.
thing, right? Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Salt Lake either. Like, I love the Salt Lake; they're good.
Hmm.
I mean, we could go to Salt Lake Round Rock. That's
easy.
easy,
Yeah. That's closer.
much closer. Maybe,
Or-
have you been?
I've
you haven't
always been of the opinion that the Salt Lake and Round Rock is not as good
been- not
as
the Salt Lake.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. You could actually get the Salt Lake in the airport now.
oh yeah, I saw it when I was there.
Yeah.
What we need to do is rent a party bus and have
Ooh.
them take us to a few wineries and then go to Salt Lake and drive us back. That's
That
what we
sounds
need
fun.
to do.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Sounds
I'm
like a
in.
bachelor party practically.
Yeah.
All right. Barbecue and alcohol sounds great.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
yeah.
This is a weed joint, right? Yeah, I mean, it could be.
Dude,
That's a whole different party.
What are we buying next? Whatever comes along, whatever drops in our lap.
Cooper's and Llano. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Mm.
dude, we have recreational weed in Michigan, and it's not all it's cracked up to be. Let me tell you. It's
Jocko, when do you come down? I know your cars are here.
Soon, right?
It's soon, yeah. We should go visit his cars.
Ooh, yeah.
We could go. Your Pista's at Authentic Details, right?
No,
I think it's
so
just the
it's not
SF90
Or sorry, the SF90. Sorry, no,
and the 458. I don't think he
Yeah.
brought the Pista.
no, it's SF90 and 458. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the Pista because
27. Nice.
27. Oh man,
My dogs are going nuts over here.
apparently.
They're fighting each other. Yo, chill.
Do a barbecue exotic car review.
That'd be fun. A little exotic car tour.
So we've done drives to barbecue places
The
in.
jerky place.
God damn. That's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
funny.
Oh, did you just
I'm
lose?
s-
Oh,
I haven't ordered the damn camera. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm
I
ordering
sent
that
you the
camera.
links.
I know. I just didn't order it. I don't.
It's on you, bro.
I think the price went back up now. You screwed up.
It was like $90 when I looked it up.
Yeah,
that's
I
not
think it's
too
like
bad.
120 now.
Is it? Ah,
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it'll be. I can get it on eBay for 90.
Next project is turn a Lambo into a barbecue.
I like it.
It could be done. It could be done.
Get a salvage Lambo.
yeah. We did actually make a video way back in the day where Stu heated up
Oh, yeah, remember
tacos
that?
on his exhaust.
Yeah.
That
I ate
was
some of those.
that was pretty funny. Casey throwing us $100.
Jeez.
Sorry, fun. Others for contributing. Mean chintzy.
what a bastard.
Yeah, come on, Josh. I just bought a project car. Come on.
Oh my god. Everybody keeps telling me I need to buy a car.
I'm fine with you not buying a car. I get it.
I need to buy a car.
You should buy a project car.
Yeah.
Although then we're gonna have lots of project cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I kind of already have a project car. I have my Mercedes I need to do.
yeah. We just I actually have an update on the garage. That's not
Oh.
like.
Yeah.
So okay. So I did. I met with them and we reviewed some stuff and made some changes or whatever. Geez. Oh, look at people throwing money, man. Josh's Ferrari Fund. 2 more
BB
bucks.
just threw us $20 too.
BB's
They're in
Nice.
We'll catalog that with the
Okay.
Ferrari Fund. We never get a description for why BB's throwing us money, but we'll just go with that. Thank you guys. That's that's hilarious. Yeah. So I was like, hey, I've been looking for lifts for the garage because I'm gonna need some lifts, right? In the eventual plan, is to have 4 4-post lifts and then 2 2-post lifts. So 2 for working on cars, 4 for storing cars, right? And I was looking for 2-post lifts, and there was a company that had a 2-post lift that met all of my requirements, and they had it on sale for $500 off.
Oh,
And I'm like, that's pretty good. So it was $2,400
what?
for the lift for each. So since I'm
shit.
ordering 2 of them, that's saving me $1,000, right? So I'm like, all right. So I bought them, and the shipping was like $700+, because it's freight and whatever, blah blah. Well, they called me today while we're out and about doing all of our stuff, and they're like, hey, I see that you're in Texas. If you're willing to pick it up, we have a facility that's up in basically like near Dallas. And he's like, if you do that, we don't have to charge you any shipping. We'll just charge you like a handling fee. And I'm like,
Nice.
great. So I'm like, yeah, let's do that. He's like, okay, yeah, we'll have it. He's like, we have them in stock. They'll be ready for you in a couple days, right? This was earlier today. I got an email at like 5 p.m. that's like, hey, your lifts are ready for pickup.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And I'm like,
really?
oh shit. So I need to go pick up my lifts.
Yeah. Road trip.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I think we're going to take the trailer. I'm just going to throw them in the trailer and then just leave them in the trailer until
Yeah.
the garage is built.
Nice.
Because
What if you need the trailer though?
then we're going to have to unload them. And
Oh, you know how heavy they are?
yeah, they're 2,000 pounds.
Why not just tell them to hold them until you're ready? Pay them and hold them.
They want me to come get them soon.
They probably
I
have
mean,
sales.
I would just say cancel the order then and
But
reorder
then
them when you're
the
ready.
sale ends in 2 days.
Oh, they'll have another sale. The garage ain't going to be done for months.
They said so. Talking to my garage guy, I think it's gonna be done in like 2 months.
If they can
Damn.
get permits and shit that quick, yeah.
So here's the best part. Again, I'm giving away shit that's gonna be in the video, but whatever.
There's 86 of the diehards watching, so
Yeah, whatever. You guys already you're gonna see the same information twice, but No, because I technically don't live within any city limits.
Oh.
There is no permits they have to pull.
What?
Really?
There's no county building permit?
Nope.
There has to be something. How do they build a new house without permits?
They don't have to do permits on this.
Texas
said
is
that-
so fucking weird.
Yeah, if they
Yeah.
touched the septic, they would have had to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're not touching the septic, they don't have to do anything. The
What
only
about
thing
your
they have-
HOA? Did you have to get something from
HOA
them?
they have to get approval from.
Hmm.
But because it's the home builder that built the community, they already have a relationship with the HOA. So they already reached out to the HOA and they're like, hey, we're going to do a garage. And they're like, great. As soon as you send us the plans, we'll approve it.
Fuck.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they sent them the initial plans and they're like, looks good. We just need to see the colors.
Well, it's going to
So-
be the same as the house. So just
Yeah,
I know,
match
right?
the house.
It's going to match the house. So no big
It's gonna
deal.
be some shade of beige like everything else around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this wall will be bright red to make Ferrari red.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have giant Ferrari Cavalinos
Yeah.
painted on the garage doors.
Lamborghini purple garage doors. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be like, what? Yeah. So because of that, he's like, yeah, we should probably have it approved to start in the next like week or two.
Shit.
And he's like, as soon as it's ready, they want to start immediately.
Fucking hell. Let's go. Yeah.
I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep. And I'm like, really? You don't even have to pull anything for the electrical or whatever? And like,
That's so
Nope.
crazy. Especially to
I know.
upgrade your service to your house too. They don't have to do anything.
I know. I'm like, yeah, what about you're upgrading the service to the whole house? Like, nope.
Damn.
Now that's crazy. Even I had
Yeah.
to pull electrical permit. I'm like,
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I thought for sure at least the electrical.
I guess I
Huh.
need to move to your neighborhood then.
Yeah. Right.
Dude, they're building across the street.
Are they? How
Actually,
much
they're
are the
building-
houses over there?
The one across the street you
Yeah.
might not want to do. The minimum is like $1.2 million.
Oh
But-
shit!
The one down the street that's like when you first turn off that main road onto the
Yeah.
other road, there's that community to the left. That one they have some that are only like 700,000.
Damn.
Is it 1 acre lots?
Yep, mandated 1 acre plus lots.
Nice.
How many square foot is the $700,000 house? Do you
Huh?
know? How many
The-
square feet is it?
Those are like
For
25,
the small
2600.
one. Okay.
Yeah. That's...
That Tom's got a good point there. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Perfect. Oh, that was awesome. Garage ceiling is going to be 12 foot.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
So I wanted to be able to lift a car and not worry about smashing things. I did have to get the lifts I got are not the ones with the bar on the top. They're the ones with the bar at the bottom.
Mhm.
Because so the ones with the bar at the top, they sit at 11 feet, 11 point something inches.
Oh fuck.
So you'd
So
have
you-
less than 1 inch of clearance,
You couldn't put them on the anchor bolts.
except they have to have 12 feet 6 inches to tilt them upright.
Fuck.
Right.
So I could not have tilted them upright unless I put the lifts in the garage before they drywalled it. But then I'm like,
Yes,
No.
that's risky business, man.
well, like what happens if there's any sag or anything? Like,
Yep. No.
just not gonna.
Is it-
So the other ones only sit at like 9 feet 8 inches or something like that, and I'm like, perfect. So
what kind of constructions is it? A stick built or is it gonna be like a pole barn?
it's a stick build.
Stick built. Okay.
Yep. No, not vaulted ceiling. It's gonna be a flat ceiling.
But here, because you don't have frost, you don't have. They can just do a slab on grade. They don't have to do footings and stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's gonna be. They're doing 6-inch thick concrete
Okay.
because the whole
for high
garage.
PSI. Yep.
Yeah, high PSI because they're like, I'm like, yeah, it's got to be able to hold a lot of lifts, and they're like, okay,
And rebar mesh through the whole
Yep,
thing.
yep.
Yeah.
so they're gonna do it for. They are planning it for the lifts. They included that in the plans.
Nice.
So the lifts only require 4.5-inch thick concrete usually, but I said let's just do 6 and call it good. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There'll be air conditioning, insulated, drywalled.
I think he's talking about shop air.
I'll have a compressor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the compressor I have in my garage right now is so quiet. I am probably going to buy that same brand. It's phenomenal. It's so quiet. It's like a knockoff brand. And I was like, really? This thing is awesome.
Dude, literally the only thing I use my compressor for is blowing up, putting air in tires. I use
Yeah.
my M18 Milwaukee.
Same here.
Everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You'll love this. I brought my 60-gallon, like, nice air compressor from Santa Fe because I bought it for $1,000 and they're now selling for $2,500. So I was like, well, I'm not leaving that with the damn house.
mhm.
So I have a 60-gallon tank for doing tires.
It's a big one too, right?
Oh, it's stupid. It's
like
huge.
220 and all that.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 horsepower, belt-driven motor on it. Like, yeah, change the oil on the damn air compressor. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably get a little 20 gallon like I have or whatever it is, 40 gallon.
Yeah.
Just put in the corner for the once in a while. The thing I'm trying to figure out is like I'm gonna have to buy another set of tools, or do I take my tools out from this garage and put them out there?
You need a real toolbox. Let's be
yeah, get a real toolbox.
You do.
real.
Those are expensive as fuck.
It's your money.
Get the
not
harbor. Get the Harbor Freight
Yeah.
Snap-on clone.
There you go.
And they're pretty
Yeah.
good,
Icon.
actually. They're not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
I have been pleasantly surprised at some of the Harbor Freight stuff I bought.
Some of their
Some
stuff's
of it is
really good.
legitimately good. It, honestly,
I mean,
the last
even-
Harbor Freight stuff I bought was way better than the last Craftsman stuff I ever bought.
The Icon toolboxes are pretty damn good, but they're also
Yeah.
pretty expensive still too. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
a Snap-on.
Oh, it's gonna be at least
pricing.
$1,000 for a big
Oh,
one.
it's way more than that.
It's like
No,
$4,500
yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The thing is though, like, do I get that, and then also I need to get like workbenches and stuff. So
See about doing a built-in workbench.
yeah,
That would be hard to
Dan's
do.
toolbox fund. $2.
like
$2.
the Tecton tools, and if you buy direct from them, they give you 10% off or 10% back in store credit. So you end up buying
I
a
wish we could
bunch
get
of
a
free shit.
tool sponsor, man.
Some of that Tecton stuff's actually made in America too.
I wouldn't
Yeah, it
mind
is.
selling like some high-end tools. Pick
Yeah,
a
it'd be
brand
cool.
that'll let us sell, and we could do it.
Sonic.
Sonic or Nipix or something like that.
Yeah.
No Nipix.
Nipix.
Nipix
You
be
don't know what
sweet.
a good pair of pliers are until you use Nipix.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a full set in my toolbox. They're awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have their flush cuts that I use for
Yeah.
pretty much all my electrical stuff, and God, they're
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah.
Made in Germany, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're good.
That's good.
Das is good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's man. Think about that plus so I just spent $5,000 on the two posts. I need four posts, and like the cheapest you can find is like $3,200 or so.
4 of them?
Yeah,
Do they make tandem like double deep?
they
So
do,
you
but
just
those
get
are $10,000.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
So I could do 2 of those for 20,000, or I could do four posts for like 12 to 13,000.
Yeah, do 4 posts.
Right. I'd rather do the 4 posts, which it would be annoying because you're gonna have posts all over the place, right? But I mean, it's for storage, right?
How wide is it? Is it 3 cars wide?
Yeah, it's 35 feet wide, which the garage at my house is 32 feet wide. So it's be slightly wider than my current garage.
I think you just do. Well, how many 2 posts did you get?
2.
2. How are you planning on setting them up? Like back to back or next to each
Yeah.
other or what?
It'll be like that. Front. You'll have to pull
So,
through.
Then I would just do 2 post lifts, and then you have spots behind those for 2 more cars, so you could fit a total of 6 cars there, and then 2 on the 2 posts. You could put 8 cars in there.
Well, I'm not planning on doing the 4 posts right away.
Okay.
Because we've only had 9 cars once. That was our maximum so far, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had that many.
Yeah, at one point we had 9 cars. So like if I do the full thing, 4 posts, 2 posts, and we max it out, we can fit 12 cars. But I don't want to really store cars under the 2 posts unless we have to.
How does
Yeah.
that work with the pull through if they're bottom
That's going to be a real big pain in the ass if you got two 4-post lifts back to back. If you've got car on the
Yeah.
top of the back one, it's going to be a pain.
Yeah. But I mean, it's for storage.
You said
See,
they're
I-
bottom crossbars though. How does that work with pulling through?
No. I mean, once they're up, you can drive under them.
Okay, there's not like a bar that remains on the ground. Oh, okay.
Oh, the 2 posts have a bar that's on the ground.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I mean,
that's what I meant.
It's like this tall.
Oh, okay.
You drive.
I
right
thought
over
it was like a 2-inch, a big piece of steel
no,
or something
you have to-
connecting
you have to
them.
drive over it to get on the lift anyway.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Whoa, my stupid thing did not update, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, hey, look. Oops. That's not much
Nice.
fun. This can only buy crap.
Goodbye, a 10mm wrench.
Yeah, right.
Assortment of 10mm sockets. The ones you always lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be.
What about the big cable, like I-beam cable ones like Hoovie has?
$35,000.
Holy fuck. Okay, never mind.
I looked it up.
Because that'd be
Yeah.
sweet. They
It
look
would
great,
be.
but
Oh no, it'd be amazing because you'd have nothing.
yeah.
Like, I mean, ideally you'd have like one big system that could like lift
Oh,
4
shit.
cars.
That'd be
but
rad. Yeah.
it's
Not for that much
You
money.
just put like a loft
right.
in the thing and just have it just 1 2-car or 4-post, drive it up, lift it to the loft level, and then drive the cars out to the.
Now
Yeah,
you're
right.
talking.
Yeah, we'll have
That would be- honestly,
two decks.
That would be cheper than all those lifts.
Honestly, yeah. Just get one elevator
Yeah. And a
and then
mezzanine
drive
level.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I should plug you. Well, it's in the video that I filmed, but Josh Severson made a bunch of normal guy
nice.
Oh,
That's
nice.
stuff. But actually, can you grab one of them out of that box?
Do we want to buy his Aventador, or did we? I know we've looked at so many cars, but I don't remember which one it is.
It's the orange one. I mean, I want to, but I don't think you did.
It's orange.
But- Mhm.
Oh, it's a black one.
Ooh, fancy.
Look at that.
It's pretty sweet.
The question is, do we want to start selling these?
Yeah. All
Well,
the merch.
so the merch. The only problem is that he said we have to buy 50,
Mm.
Yeah.
which the problem we have is like, I think it would take us a very long time to sell 50 of them. And so far, honestly, we're kind of bad at the merch game. Like we've got,
I'm planning on. I've been thinking about that a lot actually, and I'm going to
we've got our
revamp
little
every-
tiny like keychains that have NGS on them and stuff. And we've literally
It's pretty sweet.
we've sold 0.
No, we've sold a couple.
Really?
Yeah, I've mailed them out. Not many, like 3 or 4. But I've been throwing them in boxes when we sell like the C-Tech charger stuff and whatever. I just
Mm.
throw one in there.
Oh, that's a good
smart.
idea.
That's really
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like I was saying, I've got a plan to redo all that stuff on the website
Sweet.
as soon as I've got some extra time.
The
Yeah.
little shifter.
Oh yeah, you've been that one for a while.
I mean, we don't make any money on that stuff. It's like
No.
$1, so it's not even worth our time. But it's cool to get that stuff out there with our name on it.
Yep.
promotional.
Yeah, it's promotional.
Yeah,
No, and I feel like that would be the same thing with these, right? You're not really going to make any money on them, but
yeah.
I mean,
Maybe that's you put a deposit down in a car, you get a water bottle.
well, I was thinking actually, you know what we should do? The only thing I thought about
We could
is
do
we already have,
new buyer care packages and like
right
Yeah.
when people buy a car, we should send this to them.
Well, they get that. They get a carbon fiber license plate frame and a keychain or something.
Yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, here you go, a little tiny shifter keychain that says "normal guy" on it.
That-
Or is it
That.
It says
Yeah, it
NG
NG
Supercars.
Supercars?
Yeah,
I'll figure Harley Davidson does the same thing. If you buy a motorcycle from them, they give you all this cheesy stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get the little care pack that comes with the kickstand coaster and a generic cleaning kit and yeah.
Just swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that you have a detail sponsor, can you get them to make a label that You like include a bottle of detail spray with every car you sell or some stupid
We
shit?
could.
That's something else that is going to go on the website soon too. Is all that detailing stuff.
Cool.
Mhm. I thought
The problem we've had is just
Just, no.
trying to do all the normal business stuff and then update the website is
Yeah.
just. I've been working on a spreadsheet, so we have a carbon fiber manufacturer that we're going to be selling all their products on, and I have a spreadsheet with their stuff, and there's over 500 products on the spreadsheet, and I have to go through every single product manually and type in all these different things about it, like categorizing them correctly, copy and pasting the images correctly, all this stuff, and it just takes so long. How about Fred? How about a $100 gift certificate to local chicken ranch with every purchase?
I like it.
Can you tell us the vendor? Yeah, sure. It's Exotic Car Gear. So we actually sell their stuff already, but we're now selling their stuff directly. So previously we were selling them through a third party, and so we had basically no margin. So we were like not super interested in selling them. Sorry, I'm clicking on this. Oh yeah, that's an interesting car.
Yep.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What to do for your next live stream?
Oh, the next live stream is going to be
I don't know.
the Hoovie conversion.
No, I mean for the auction live stream.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is that auction end?
Probably the same time. Shit.
I don't know. I mean, I really am interested in that car, but I don't know if our viewers would be, if they
No,
even know what
it
it
wouldn't.
is.
True.
I
Yeah.
don't-
Oh, that Audi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Daddy Doug's car, so
Oh,
Oh, it's
Well,
actually
it's an RS2. It's badass.
no, it's
fucking
his
Audi.
car. Yeah.
It's the
It's-
holy
his
grail
first
of old
car.
Audis.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Doug DeMuro's car. 6 days left, ending the 23rd of February.
Yeah. So that's when the Hoovie stream is.
Yeah, that's during the Hoovies thing.
All right.
interesting,
I mean,
dude. That Beamer.
oh, that thing's
That's
sick.
badass.
Yeah, it is. That's a really cool car. Oh, it's a manual too.
Charlie wants to know more about Apex, Josh.
Well, what do you want to know? It's really bad. It's really good quality stuff. Like compared, I've always. Oh god, the stupid dogs. Yeah, it's the quality of it is way better than Chemical Guys. I've always used Chemical Guys stuff. I don't know. It just seems better. It's made in the U.S. It's made in San Antonio. So
That's cool.
I don't know.
I think we've talked about this. We're gonna be live streaming the conversion of Hoovie's 599 next week. So I think, yeah, we've definitely talked about this, right? We're flying up next week to go buy 2 of Hoovie's cars, and then we're driving them down, and then Hoovie's driving his 599 down with us, and then his car is going to get converted.
Yep.
By
We're
EAG.
doing an old Ferrari Caravan through the middle of nowhere, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bringing tools, right?
Hoovie's all set, man. He's got a 599. We're driving some older, sketchier
hoopties.
Ferrari. Dude, yeah. Actually, I was thinking about that. I kind of want the other one because I think it's
The other one will be more comfortable, yes, but yeah, not as fun.
Dude, you're gonna be sitting like this.
We'll
The
have to.
whole
We'll
trip.
just do a halfway and we'll switch or something.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to switch a few times because we'll have to make stops because it's only an 8-hour drive. It's not that far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why we have camera crew, so you guys can have fun.
Right. Yeah, we're bringing camera crews. We've got 4 of us flying up there because we're dumbasses.
Where's he at?
Yep.
He's in Wichita.
Oh, okay.
And at least it wasn't this week because they got a bunch of snow. So
Are we selling the goodies cars through the dealership, or is this a side project? What do you mean goodies cars? I'm not sure you meant with that.
I think he's talking about the merch, but I don't know for sure on that.
Hoovie's. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Hoovie's cars will be through the dealership.
We'll
Yes.
get them back. We'll clean them up. We'll go through them, do videos, and then we'll put
Yep.
them up for sale.
Yep. Ah, shit. I need to do a video on that 458 probably.
Yeah.
Or you could, dude, do a vlog on it.
Okay, I'll do a vlog on it.
There you go.
I'm gonna clean it up tomorrow.
Okay, do the vlog,
What-
clean it up. That's
unless
perfect.
we go get barbecue.
Well, we could do that too. I mean,
No, I could do both. Yeah, I could do that.
Why don't we do both?
And I'll use the Apex stuff too.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean it up.
yeah. I need to clean the crap out of the GT 500.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's
it's cringy.
it's gnarly. The steering wheel.
Yeah, it's got like goo on the steering wheel.
Ooh.
The steering wheel
So
kind of like
nice.
sticks to your hand a little bit. I'm like,
Yeesh.
This ain't sticky. Butt, I'm telling you.
no.
Sticky something.
I have a feeling if that car could talk, it probably has some stories to tell.
Oh, it'd be crying.
Yeah.
If that car had emotions, it would be doing the what is it? The shit.
It'd
What's that
be-
movie where
The
the
sad face.
no the movie where you're like in the shower scrubbing yourself. What is that?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Shit. Where the dude like anyway, whatever.
There's several like that I've seen. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
whatever.
mean, I've looked at probably thousands of cars now at the auction, and I've seen some pretty disgusting cars.
oh,
Like,
dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
When we went to that one local auction, that was impressive how bad things were.
Oh.
yeah.
Some of those cars, you're like, oh,
It
my.
blows your mind how people can be so disgusting with their
Dude, we're-
cars.
20 years ago, I worked for Discount Tire, and you would see some of the cars would come in
Yeah.
there, and, like the ashtrays are just overflowing. And it's like you want to tell these people,
Yeah.
you know, you can take that out and empty it, right?
Well, you know
Ugh.
your back seat is not a trash can, and the headliner is not a coloring book for your kids, right?
Yeah. Oh,
It's not where you wipe your Cheeto hands.
Oh,
true, though. True.
gross. Ugh.
Or or use the side for a spittoon.
Yeah.
Oh, guys with the yee trucks that have.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just. There's just so many people. Like, you see the way they. I'm not the cleanest person in the world, but there's so many people where it's like, how do you drive this?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always like getting cars that had makeup caked on the steering wheels.
Oh.
That's
Because
mega
the ma-
cars.
The makeup preserves the leather on the steering
Yeah.
wheel.
Oh.
So when you clean it
Oh,
off,
yeah.
the steering wheel's brand new.
Dude, no, that was Meg's cars.
Yeah.
All of Meg's cars always had tons of makeup caked on the steering wheel and on the shifter knob. And then I would go in there once in a while and like scrape it off, and it would be like shiny and new. And you're like, man, this thing looks great. It's got like all the like whatever all the collagens and shit, so it's all
Yeah.
supple and nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
yeah.
I mean, think about it. It's like it's skin stuff, right? And leather is just like skin, so I mean, it's preserving it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
A roundabout
Totally.
kind of way, yeah.
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 Well, it is 9:30, so we're gonna call it good. But everyone say goodbye, Andy. Thanks for joining us.
It was fun.
Yeah,
I wish I could do it more. But,
Yeah. We should have you. You got like a webcam at home, don't
yeah.
you?
I gotta
We
work.
can have you join once in a while.
It's, but
Yeah.
people were asking. Here, let me find. I'll just hold it up to the webcam.
You got a picture of the car.
Yeah, this
Mm.
is.
We actually did a video on the Fairmont
this-
back in
Yeah.
the day.
Come on. That right there is the car.
I know it's hard to align it.
Right there.
Nice.
Yeah. That,
That thing's badass. I love that car.
yeah, and that's the and then that is under the hood. Not that you can see. I mean, it's kind of yeah. You
The
can't
turbo takes up a lot of room.
Yeah, the turbo takes up a lot there.
So, but that's it. You'll see it. It's on. There's actually a YouTube channel, Drag Racing and Car Stuff. He has a profile video of my car, and so does Drag and Drive Addiction, Michael Narks. There's one there too. It's kind of cheesy, but hey, it's my 15 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Hey.
So
take it.
yeah,
It's fun.
yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you again for joining us as always. And next week there won't be a Thursday Night Live, but we will have the Hoovie conversion live, assuming everything goes right. Okay, so no promises, but that's the plan. We're gonna try our best to make that happen. So,
Yep.
we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Cheers.